Welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm your host, Angella Sharpe. I am very excited to be back. We missed a couple of weeks due to snow, and I don't come back easy. No. Look at all the beautiful things I brought for you today. More on that in just a minute. But first of all, I want to tell you what I did while we were on snow vacation, if you will. I hate snow vacation because I get trapped in my house. They do not plow where I live. So there was a couple days there. I don't think I was able to leave my house until Wednesday. So that was not a whole lot of fun, but my dad did come over, and so he made it a lot of fun for me. I was able to make some snow angels outside, which I love making. Look how great that snow angel is. Isn't that not a great snow angel? That was me in my snowsuit making the angel. I did have to go to work on Saturday. That's when it started to snow, and I made my dad drive me, and I think that's the first time Dad has taken a photo with the side of my head there at the St. Louis Ambush game. So big shouts out to my dad because he helped me out so much. Now back to the beautiful bikes on the show. You might remember before we had a guy on here talking about the Cycle Showcase. Well, Randall Noldge is back again today. He's going to tell us all about the Cycle Showcase, what's going on there, how you can see it. This is a place for people who love bikes, but it's also a place for people who just love art. Because if you're not looking, these are actually beautiful works of art in addition to being a bike. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Hi there, everybody. There's a lot going on back here. I gotta tell you about it. It is cold outside, but you can help heat a home and enjoy a tasty breakfast at the annual Hardee's Rise and Shine for Heat. This year's event is set for Friday, and during the breakfast hours, you can get a sausage or egg biscuit for just $1, and all of the proceeds will go to Heat Up St. Louis and its partners, of course. Bulk orders can also be placed ahead of time through February 12th at noon. You can find a list of locations in both Missouri and Illinois, place bulk orders and more at heatupstlouis.com. Of course, Mardi Gras festivities are ramping up with some of the most popular taking place over the next 2 weekends. First up is the S2 Run for Your Beads 5K through historic Soulard. That kicks things off on Saturday, February 7th. And then we have the always delicious Taste of Soulard, complete with dozens of food and drinks to explore throughout the weekend. And that Sunday is for all the pet lovers out there. Of course, I'm talking about the Purina Pet Parade and Wiener Dog Derby. The following weekend, things really get exciting. First, it's the Mayor's Mardi Gras Ball returns to the City Hall on Friday. The 13th, proceeds for this event will benefit the City of St. Louis Tornado Response Fund. And then on Saturday, we have the big event, the crown jewel. The Bud Light Grand Parade will roll through downtown and the streets of Soulard, bringing the energy with tens of thousands of people lining the streets. This, by the way, is a must-see. If you haven't been out to this event at least once in your life, you have to go. It is crazy the number of people you will see out there waiting to catch those 5-cent beads that people throw out. You can find all of this and all of the Mardi Gras events at stlmardigras.org. St. Louis birthday is coming up. I didn't even know this, but the Missouri History Society is celebrating with a new annual tradition. The St. Louis Birthday Bash is a weekend-long event that will feature live music, local food, crafts, storytelling, and so much more. The party gets started on Friday the 13th with the ticketed event, the Great Big T-Rav Remix for those 21 and up. And it continues with free festivities for all ages on Saturday and Sunday. You can find all the full schedule of the details and the events for the St. Louis Birthday Bash at mohistory.org. And new exhibit at the St. Louis Kaplan Feldman Holocaust Museum is now open. Resilience, a Sansei sense of legacy, highlights the effects of Japanese American detention during World War II in response to the bombing of Pearl Harbor. The exhibition reflects on the effects that have carried on from generation to generation and is told from the point of view of third-generation Japanese Americans. It will run through April 4th of this year. You can learn more about resilience at stlholocaustmuseum.org. For 25 years, Circus Harmony has been teaching children and adults how to defy gravity, as well as how to defy labels and the odds. They're celebrating their 25th anniversary with their annual full-length show. This year's show is Someone Has Stolen Some Cookies from the Cookie Jar, and their somersault sleuths are ready to solve the mystery as they fly throughout the air and whisk around the wheel. You can see flying children for yourself and find out which way the cookie crumbles on Saturday or Sunday in February. You can learn more at circusharmony.org. Now, this is very awesome, and while we're talking about Circus Harmony, we have to congratulate the founder and artistic executive director, Jessica Hentoff. She was recently named an International Ambassador of Circus. She went to Monte Carlo this January, where she was given the title from the World Circus Federation under the patronage of Princess Stephanie of Monaco. Ambassadors are chosen for their leadership and their contributions and dedications to the circus arts. And we know how dedicated Jessica is. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor. I was so excited to see about this honor that she got. She's a wonderful person. If you haven't talked to her, she's got just such high energy. Steph Curry is starring in a new movie coming out Valentine's weekend, and it is about a little goat named Will who gets a once-in-a-lifetime shot to join the pros and pay the Roy Bar. Take a look at GOAT.
Steph Curry, find out who the real GOAT is in 3, 2.
Let's go, Mom. We're so close.
It's my baby's very first Roar Ball game.
The Smooch Cam is on patrol.
Woo! Let's go.
Introducing Vineland's very own hometown hero, 5-time All-Star Jack Fillmore.
When I get big, I'm gonna be just like her.
You're not just gonna play Roar Ball. You're gonna change the game.
That tiny kid grew up to be me. Will Harris. Older? Yep. Bigger? Not so much. Life hasn't been easy, but I keep it moving.
I believe in you. And I made you a sandwich. Catch! Oops, airball. Sorry about that.
I never lost a dream to play professional Roar Ball, where the fiercest animals compete in the most dangerous stadium.
Ow! That's the 4th mascot this season.
But there's only one problem.
Small cannonball.
You want to bet?
Wish I was a baller.
You got owned by a goat.
Hey, Will!
You're the owner of the Thorns.
Seeing as we haven't won a game all season, you might be exactly what this team needs right now.
You're signing a goat?
Hey!
I'm just gonna eat him.
He's fine.
Ready to meet the team? There's Jet, a legend, but she takes her losses a little too personally. Lenny, he has a hard time focusing.
I'm sorry, you saying something?
Archie, the face of gentle parenting.
What happened to no kids in the locker room?
And I'm coming.
I breathed it in. There's Olivia. We have to limit her screen time.
Oh, no.
And Moto, whatever the heck he is.
What the?
It's just my skin.
Ew!
You don't belong here, goat. You're too small.
My mom told me if anyone could change the game, it was me. And I want her to be right. We chilling in the penthouse. We chilling in the penthouse.
Hey!
You guys ain't gonna believe this place. We got a TV on the toilet. Even has a remote. Unsanitary, but it's cool. Stop. Bad toilet.
That looks adorable, but now we're talking about the meat and potatoes of our whole interview. You guys have been waiting to talk more about these bikes. I've got Randall here with me with Cycle Showcase. Tell me more.
This is our 13th year.
That's huge.
Yes, I know. We started this in 2013. Each year it keeps getting bigger and bigger. This year we're back at the Pageant in the Loop.
Yes.
Saturday and Sunday. I've got the best collection of motorcycles, of art, just all kinds of neat stuff, eye candy as far as you can see. It's just going to be a wonderful weekend.
It is huge. So for people who don't know anything about this event, you have a number of different motorcycles that you've got displayed. So like I said in the beginning, it is kind of good for people who love motorcycles, like my father, but it's also people who aren't maybe as into the motorcycle culture.
Absolutely.
Just to look at the beautiful works of art.
Absolutely, yeah. And you don't have to be, I say this time and time again, you don't have to be a motorcycle person to appreciate this. And I hear it from people. I brought my grandmother, or I brought my little kids, and they had the best time. So yeah, this really is just a celebration of two wheels, some three, maybe four somewhere.
Yeah.
But a celebration of this kind of this art. I think of this as art, and all the things that go with it.
Well, let's talk about some of the bikes that you brought to display here with me today. So let's start off with this beautiful bright yellow.
Bright yellow. This is a Ducati from Italy. This was a 1971 model, and they only made 430 of this bike, 430 bikes of this style. So what's left now in the world, probably a handful.
Sure.
And we're very lucky to have something like this here in St. Louis that that we can share and show the history of the motorcycle.
And,
yes.
and the owner of this bike is just standing right over there.
Richard's right over there.
Checking that out.
Yes.
And then the bike behind you.
Behind me.
I like it. It's sparkling in pink. What can I not like?
This was actually crafted by a gentleman here in St. Louis a couple years ago, and we unveiled it at the Cycle Showcase. The heart of the motorcycle is an early 70s Harley Davidson motor that has been extensively polished.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Almost everything else on the bike is handmade. He's made everything.
My gosh, yeah.
It's pretty unbelievable. We unveiled this bike 2 years ago, I believe, at Cycle Showcase, and this year, of the 45 motorcycles on display, 31 of them have never been seen in public before.
Is that right?
We're going to unveil 31 motorcycles this weekend.
Wow, that is going to be huge to see, because you guys do it kind of like an art revealing, where you have them up on a pedestal, the bikes, and you kind of one by one, I guess, different time slots, right? Unveil
each bike sits on a riser, on a pedestal, like you say, and we cover them with a sheet. And we open the doors Saturday at 11, and we don't want you waiting too long. So about 11:30, I start going around the room, and I start getting up on these pedestals with all these covered bikes, and I bring the builder up, and we talk about it, how long it took him to create it, what was the inspiration, and then we lift the sheet off, and the audience applauds, it's cheers, all the lights in the room. Of course, we're at the Pageant, so we got these amazing lighting coming down. All the lights in the room. It's really a spectacular experience.
It is going to be awesome. Now, do you have any special guests that I should know about?
Did somebody say something?
Somebody whispered in my ear right before we came out here that there might be a special guest.
There might be one or two. You like rock and roll?
Of course. Who doesn't love rock and roll?
Alice Cooper, maybe.
Oh.
He's not going to be there.
Oh.
But Alice Cooper's bass player is a motorcycle aficionado. His name's Chuck Garrick. He's been with Alice for years, and he loves to build motorcycles. And this will actually be the second motorcycle from Chuck that we've unveiled in St. Louis. He loves this unveiling, this display.
Well, it is amazing.
There also happens to be a guy from St. Louis that plays in a little band called Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, nobody knows that band. Who knows what you're talking about?
He's going to have a motorcycle unveiling there as well.
Very cool.
I know neat people.
I was going to say, I think in the motorcycle community, you guys have a really, like a little camaraderie there that you guys all just want to help each other out.
It's very supportive.
Yeah.
It is.
Which is so wonderful. So you have over 40 custom and vintage bikes. Mm-hmm. So for that person who loves motorcycles, this is up. But we've been talking about the people, like somebody's grandma, for instance.
Yes.
What are they going to come? What are they going to see?
Well, I also have artists there. I have artists that work in the leather medium, metals, paint, what have you. work in different mediums, and they'll be there sharing their work, and some of them will actually be creating work there on site, which is always fantastic to see.
Yeah.
I've got food vendors. I've got a puppy kissing booth.
Oh, let's talk about the puppy kissing booth.
Okay. We do this every year.
So to me, this always makes me laugh because I think of motorcycle guys. I typically think of men. I know there's women involved too, but I typically think of those men that you see in the movies that beat you up at the bar. But you guys have a kissing puppy booth.
This goes back to this. The show is for everybody. Right when you walk in the door, the first thing you see is a puppy kissing booth. It's staffed by our friends at Dirk's Fund. They're a large breed rescue here locally. And when you walk in the door and the first thing you see is puppies and people kissing puppies, and it sets the tone for the whole day, I think.
Yeah, this is not an event you have to be scared. Like if you haven't been to a motorcycle event before, this is not what you think. This is not what you see in the movies.
This is not what you see.
This is not that. Yes, there will be people there decked out in head to toe to leather, but they are some of the nicest people I've ever met.
Your leather pants?
I wore my leather pants on purpose today.
Yes.
To kind of fit that flow. But
yes,
you guys are very, very friendly. Usually people are kind of nearest their bike, willing to answer any questions people might have.
They've been holed up in their garage for 6 months or a year building this. They're finally releasing it to the public, and the joy that they get talking to people about the creation and the build and what it took to come up with something like this. It's just a really great day.
Because this is not just an everyday activity. This is someone's pure passion. The amount of money and time they have put into curating some of these magical works of art takes a lot of years sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. And once they get the bug, then they have to keep building more and more.
Oh, is that right? It's like an addiction a little bit.
This gentleman this gentleman who we unveiled a couple years ago has another bike we'll be unveiling this Saturday.
I love this. Now, kids 15 and under are free, which is awesome. So that's a great way to take your kid out. Maybe your kid's not necessarily into motorcycles and the biking world, but this is a way they can kind of check it all out and
they can put the tablet down for a little bit and get inspired here. Kids 15 and under free with a paid adult.
We love that. Now, of course, we talked about the event raising money for some of those puppy organizations locally. Is there anything you want to make sure that everybody knows about this event that I haven't gotten to? Because we talked about it's back at the Pageant, which I know you're so excited about. Yeah. You've got some celebrity bikes there. You've got, how many bikes did you say? 40?
45.
45 bikes.
Yeah.
What else do people need to know about this event?
One day admission will get you in both days. If you can't make it, if you can come Saturday, you get a wristband, and then it'll let you back in Sunday. Come back and bring some more people Sunday.
That is really a unique thing for you guys that you guys do, which is like I could go Saturday, be like, oh, this was cool. I need to bring somebody else, and then as long as I keep my wristband on, I can come back on Sunday.
Right. We're open Saturday 11 to 7, Sunday 11 to 4. So you can go do that one thing afterwards that we don't talk about in St. Louis.
We don't talk about that thing in St. Louis, and I know that you're very angry about that thing, but some people are thinking about their timeline of events, and they're like, oh, that is the weekend of this large game that people show. But you end Sunday at 4.
We end at 4 on Sunday.
You still have plenty of time to make it to your party if that's where you're going.
Your party for that thing, yes.
For that thing that we're not talking about.
Right.
Why did you want to make something like Cycle Showcase and bring it here to St. Louis?
I'm a bike builder myself, and I've spent 6 months or a year building a machine and then lugging it halfway across the country to a show and pushed it in the door, exhausted after not sleeping for a week, and it felt like I was just a number. I wasn't. It wasn't a very good closing. And I said, if I did it, I'd do it different.
And you've done it different.
And we're doing it different. And
it
it's
really
amazing.
is I'm going to call it a spectacle, but I mean that in the kindest of ways. Yeah. Because all the bikes are up there on a platform, and it really is kind of like an art showcase.
Yes, it is.
That you can check out. Like I've said to you before, I brought my dad many years in a row to this, and my dad is one of those gearhead guys. He doesn't ride anymore, but he used to ride all the time, and he loves showing me different things like, oh, on my bike I have this, and look at this bike, and that kind of thing. So if you have somebody in your life like that, this is a great place to take them.
Absolutely.
But like you said, even if you're not into bikes, this is kind of the art event of the season.
Right, and we're so centrally located here in St. Louis. There's 6 cities within a 5-hour drive of 1 million people. So to have something here, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger every year.
You always have 1 or 2 bikes that you'd like to tell me about that like you're really excited to show off. Is there 1 or 2 bikes this year that you're really excited to show off? I know you don't want to make anybody more special than anybody else,
no,
but
that's true. Boy, as soon as I think of one, I think of another. There's
it snowballs.
Yeah, there's literally something for everybody. European bikes, Japanese bikes, American bikes, vintage, race, custom, classics, you name it, and they're all just they're beautiful.
They sure are gorgeous. We've been showing some photos from some of your other exhibits throughout the past years, and they really are gorgeous. And you really do get a plethora of different types of people coming through there and looking at the bikes and checking them all out. I know, like we said, we have the owner of this awesome yellow one behind me right here and there. And so you get friends like that who are willing to help you out on your media day today.
Media day,
and
yes.
go to different TV stations and talk about the bikes.
I'm blessed with some really great friends.
Which is awesome. All right, let's tell everybody where the event is, how they get tickets, all that good information. We've got a full page graphic we're going to show you on the screen too.
Where it is. It's at the Pageant in the Loop. We all know where that is.
Yeah, everybody knows what the Pageant is.
Everybody knows the Pageant in the Loop. It is Saturday, 11 to 7, and Sunday, 11 to 4. It's $15 to get in at the door. No pre-sale tickets, nothing like that. Just $15 at the door. If you're under 15, you get in free. And if you're so inclined, Friday night is a little Meet the Builder party.
Oh, how fun.
Real informal, across the street from the Pageant at Magic Mini Golf.
Oh, we love that. That is beautiful. But you can also meet some of the builders during the showcase.
You can also meet them during the showcase. And Saturday night, we have an after party at the Pinup Bowl.
Oh, you kept it all right, loop friendly. I love that.
You know, I've got all these builders coming in from all over the country, and they're like, "What do we do this weekend?" I'm like, "We're gonna play golf. We're gonna bowl. We've got all things happening at the Pageant. It's wonderful." You've
got a great spot for them this year with them being at the Pageant. They can go up and down the loop, but there's plenty to see and to do there.
All kinds of things to do.
And I know that you have a couple social media handles where people can check out some of these bikes that are coming and some that have been there before.
Right. Instagram, I'm heavy on Instagram, cycle.showcase. On Facebook, it's Cycle Showcase STL. My website, Cycle Showcase STL. Or just Google it. It's the first thing that comes up.
It's the first thing you're going to see. You don't want to miss it. It really is a great time, even if you're not a super big motorcycle person, but if you are, you're definitely gonna love it. But even if you're not, it is a beautiful work of art and a great way to spend a Saturday or a Sunday. Now, after you follow Cycle Showcase, make sure you follow us. We have all our social media handles as well. Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube is where you can watch the show on repeat if you want, so definitely check that out. And don't forget, you can also stream us on the go. All that information is right there on the screen. That's gonna do it for the Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.